Do you know what I like to do when I'm downtown Charleston?
On a Saturday night. Here's the problem. You like to look at some baseball cards?
Of course. Except there are none down here. Do you know what I like to do after a night on the town? I like to look at some baseball cards. You know, I put out a lot of videos, and I just love doing it. I just love looking at baseball cards. You know, I have a motto in life. I'd rather have too much than not enough. Rather have too much money than not enough. I'd rather have too much love than not enough. I'd rather have too much health than not enough. I'd rather have too many baseball cards than not enough. I'd rather have too many friends than not enough. So, I like to put out a lot of videos because I like to look at baseball cards a lot. All right, on my last video, I showed you the 1954 Dan D potato chips cards. Now, 1954 was a fantastic year. I want to show you two other sets from this year. First, these were set in when you bought dog food. You could send in for these red hearts. So you got these through the mail. They were not issued in the product, and these cards can be found in very high grade. One of the few food issues they can because they weren't in with the packaging. So I thought I'd show you the cards that I have. Here's the Mickey Mantle. And this is what they look like on the back. Here's a Stan Musial. I have an autographed Minnie Minoso. Billy Martin. Richie Ashburn. These are so colorful and vibrant. This Warren Spahn is spectacular. It's Ralph Kiner. Ted Kluszewski. Jim Gilliam, Carl Erskine, and Bob Lemon. Some beautiful cards. Now, the company honored these mail-ins for many years after, this time. And it's unclear if people actually sent in for them later, but, rumor has that they were honored up until like around 1970 or something. Now, I don't know if anybody was still sending in for them, but they are pretty easily found. And like I said, found in high grade. And this is a package of the dog food that you bought back then. So pretty cool. Now, the other set from 54 I wanted to show you, quite different than the Red Hearts, is the the Wilson Franks. And the Wilson Franks were put in with the hot dogs. And so these are not so easy to find in high grade. Here is one of my favorite all-time cards. I think one of the greatest cards in the hobby, the Ted Williams. And that's what they look like on the back. This is Bob Feller. Roy Campanella. And this is a 2.5. I don't usually talk about grades, but when I got this many years ago, I actually did a video from every angle because I can't find a thing wrong with it. It's just such a beautiful card. And when I got it, I was so pleasantly surprised. I can't find anything wrong with it. It's a beautiful card. Enos Country Slaughter. Here's Ferris Fane. These are such cool cards. I just love the hot dogs, man. And here's Roy McMillan. So those are the Red Hearts and the Wilson Franks that I have so far. I always say that, so far. So I always like to add to them. But man, these are, these 1954 food issues are just among the greatest cards ever made. These are two of my favorite all-time cards right here. Hands down. So that's what I have for you. As always, thanks for hanging out with me. I got to go.